Easter eggs are our specialty here at Top 5 Gaming. Yep, we're great at painting them, or at least so my mom tells me. But more importantly, they give us all more things to do in Fortnite. Some games even have developers that take them to the next level, like this genius bastard. Either way, today we're here to show you the top 5 hidden Fortnite Easter eggs that you never knew. Until now, that is. Now you know them. Pretty sure you anyway. If you haven't already, click the like button and subscribe and we'll give you a kiss on the cheek. Or we won't, because that's weird. Either way, I think it's about time for the question of the day. Number 5, Fortnite It movie Pennywise Easter egg. The American supernatural film, It, sparked off an epidemic of memes. From Pennywise the Clown's favorite dance moves to the classic storm drain scene from the original horror film, in this scene, a small boy is following his paper boat down a water runway on the road. The boat gets ahead of him, and before he can catch up to stop it, the boat falls into a storm drain, and that's it, the horror film. It was tragic. That poor boy will never get his boat back. But seriously, when the boy checks out the storm drain to find his boat, that's when the real horror begins as Pennywise the Clown makes his appearance. This scene has been recreated by meme artists and content creators all across the globe, but Epic Games couldn't resist getting in on the action. With the recent first birthday for Fortnite Battle Royale, Epic added birthday cakes all around the map. To help people tell where these cakes could be found, they added balloons around the area to signify a cake was nearby. Usually these balloons would be up high, tied to the top of a rock or a tree, but one set of balloons stood out in particular. Head on over to Greasy Grove during this event, and you could have seen a set of balloons hanging from the storm drain right next to the gas station. This Easter egg is a guaranteed reference to the film It. Given that these balloons are designed to help people find the cake, they wouldn't put this first set so close to the floor without some other reason. Plus, balloons are constantly used within the film, so this birthday event was an easy way for Epic Games to slip this Easter egg in without most people noticing. Let me know how many on our list you hadn't known before at the very end of the video, guys. Number 4, Muselk's Grave Easter egg. The tale of Chapadoodle and Muselk. Probably one of the most viewed clips in Season 6 so far is the failed rescue attempt by Muselk. Let's paint the image for you. Introducing Chapadoodle. Chapadoodle was at the edge of the desert in battle when his structure got shot out from beneath. Unfortunately, his structure was also overhanging the cliff edge, and Chapadoodle began to slide down off the map. Fortunately, there happened to be an extended ledge further down that saved his fall, but that's when things got a bit tricky. Chapadoodle was outside the build zone, meaning he couldn't build back up to save himself. With nothing to lose, he started popping off shots attempting to call in some friendly players that might rescue him. To his surprise, someone does hear the commotion and they come running to have a look. Upon seeing the issue, he starts to build down to Chapadoodle. Before Chapadoodle can even begin to get his hopes up though, bang! His rescuer gets shot in the back, but it's not over for Chapadoodle yet. In walks Muselk. After Muselk had just finished killing a random near the edge of the map, doing some suspicious building, he decides to investigate. Upon looking over the cliff, there he spots Chapadoodle. Muselk instantly realizes that he just killed a member of the rescue squad and starts building to finish the rescue. But as Muselk gets near the bottom, he suddenly hits the building limit and realizes why Chapadoodle had gotten stuck. With only a short gap between Chapadoodle and Muselk's stairs, he comes up with a plan. If he's got the math right, he can use a bounce roof on the golf cart to get Chapadoodle onto the stairs. Muselk grabs a golf cart and heads straight for the cliff edge. Driving off, he begins to tumble, and before anyone has time to react, Muselk has flown down the mountain and ran over Chapadoodle, sending him flying to his imminent demise into the ocean. The irony is that when Muselk tested the plan, it actually worked. This moment has been shared through nearly every Fortnite community, and Epic Games chose to commemorate this event by adding a gravestone on the ledge for Chapadoodle, as well as some tires, so anyone else who found themselves stuck down there can bounce their way to the build zone. This has to be one of Fortnite's most meaningful Easter eggs so far. Rest in peace, Chapadoodle. Number 3, Dinosaur Footprint. Dinosaurs aren't exactly new in Fortnite. We've had the Triceratops and the Rex skins for quite some time now, and you know that big old footprint near Greasy Grove, the one that squashed a building out in the field? Well, that's been there for a long time, and we have yet to hear anything else that could reference possible dinosaurs coming to Fortnite. That was until the Season 6 update was launched, introducing the desert biome, Lazy Links, and the Viking Village. Within the desert biome, just below Paradise Palms, you can find 3 metal statues, all representing various dinosaurs. You can even find a giant camel if you follow the road that has a hidden chest inside the drink that the camel has. Now, this could just be added scenery to make it more fun, but that's not Epic's style. They like to give us one piece of the puzzle at a time until we've suddenly put the whole thing together without even realizing it. Like, seriously, the only future events that get figured out are the ones that get leaked. Epic are great at keeping us guessing it, and that's exactly what they've been doing with these dinosaurs. The fact that they seem to be continuously working on dinosaurs throughout the seasons does go to show that this might be part of a bigger plan altogether. Each season, they're feeding us a little bit more information. So it's possible that we may even be seeing a more heavily themed dinosaur experience next season. The curious questions now are, how will they be introduced to the game? Will they be moving? How will they move? Can we ride them or possibly even drive them? Until then, we'll keep on guessing as to why we're seeing dinosaurs in Fortnite or how dinosaurs in Fortnite should behave. But for now, all we've got are the dinosaurs that were added in with the desert portion of the map that are statues. Number 2, the racetrack with actual timer. Now, you've had your question of the day, but in this episode, I have a special one for you called Bet You Didn't Know. And I bet you didn't know that the ATK, or golf cart, as some of you prefer, actually uses the exact same drifting style as Mario Kart. That's right. For all you Mario Kart fans out there, we have an epic Easter egg theory for you. Starting with the actual in-game Easter egg, head over to the racetrack in the desert biome. This used to be just an old dirt bike track with trolleys littering the area. Now it's a refurbished racetrack that can spawn up to 6 golf carts and would probably be suitable for Princess Peach herself. Grab yourself an ATK and get yourself to the starting line. What not everyone has realized yet is that when you park up in front of the starting line, the display screen will begin a 15-second countdown for the race. Once the countdown stops and the lights go green, checkpoints will appear around the racetrack, making sure people don't attempt to cheat and skip sections of the track. Personally, I don't see this being the end of it though. Racetracks are always enjoyed by the community, and adding more to it will be a win-win for everyone. The fact that we have a timed race beginning the same as when you'd start a Mario Kart race, a racetrack that looks oddly similar to Mario Kart tracks, and a golf cart that drifts using the exact same mechanics as Mario Kart doesn't seem like a coincidence to me. It won't be long before we see something epic going down at this racetrack, though. As for the honorable mentions, we've got the Jazz Jackrabbit poster from the previous game. With Easter eggs being introduced into Fortnite, left, right, and center, it's not surprising when we begin to see small Easter eggs that have nothing to do with the game itself, but are very personal to the company or individual members of the company. Perfect example for this is the Jazz Jackrabbit poster. Now, you may not know this about the Easter egg yet, but you'll definitely have seen the poster at some point while playing, as it's been in the game since the beginning. The poster is basically a blurred out version of the original Jazz Jackrabbit trilogy games created by Epic back when VHS was still around. Jazz Jackrabbit is actually a hare, and the whole game is a parody based on the tortoise and hare story. These little Easter eggs are a perfect way for developers and companies to show off their previous work. Plus, it always leaves you wondering if an Easter egg as small as and almost completely unknown as this can appear in the game, and also, what else might there be that we're missing? As for the honorable mention number 2, we've got the detective outfit referencing the Chinatown movie. Speaking of Easter eggs that we might be missing, the continuous stream of skins we get thrown at us in the item shop are constantly bringing with them non-stop Easter eggs. I can almost guarantee you that every skin released has a direct Easter egg with it that inspired the skin, but a lot of the time with subtle Easter eggs, they're not discovered until much later. Take the detective outfit, for example. At first, it looks like any stereotypical old detective's outfit, but after further examination, people have found one of Epic Games' oldest Easter eggs yet, which proves the skin was actually inspired by a neo-noir film made in 1974. Yep, 1974. During this time, a film called Chinatown was created. A typical gangsta film from the 70s that starred Jack Nicholson as the very detective that you play as in Fortnite. Where's the proof? Well, not only is their dress designed pretty much one-to-one, but if you look at the nose, you can see both are wearing plasters across. Come on, tell me these guys aren't the same person. Number 1. RIP Tomato Town sign in Tilted Towers and goodbye sign on top of the Tomato Building. Ever since we heard about meteors coming to Fortnite, we started seeing signposts around the map that seemed to hint at future events, and some more recent signs have been found. With the bomb opening up these rifts in space that have somehow teleported portions of our map elsewhere, we also had leaks being dropped confirming certain areas of the map that would be completely replaced by the end of Season 5, and most people seem to think areas that would disappear would be the same places that had already had things go missing due to the rifts. Well, it seems like Tomato Town will be our possible first to go. In Tilted Towers, you can find one of the signs saying Rib Tomato Town, and in Tomato Town itself, on top of the Uncle Pete's Pizza restaurant, you can find another sign that says goodbye with a little tomato in the corner. Now, they could just be talking about the actual tomato that vanished, but as I said, that's too simple for Fortnite. Why would they start to dismantle a place most people want gone anyway and just leave it like that forever? No, Tomato Town will definitely be going soon, so you better get your footage captured while you can, because once it's gone, you'll only have the tomato skin to remind you of it. And that has been our list of the top 5 hidden Fortnite Easter eggs that you never knew. If you have not already, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, push notifications on. We hope you have a wonderful day, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.